Alright. It's gonna be one of these days. Starting off with a blower motor. Some alarms to check out. Let's get at it. Yeah, we're starting off on this one. The supply motor fan changed out. Bearings sound like shit, so we got a new one. Gonna take the back panel off. The 25 ton, so we can do that. Yeah. This bastard bolt down here. Gotta get a socket. That one's a bitch. That one's not so bad. But, time for this bad girl to go. So, fun in that. Got the socket set. It's 9/16. So, go ahead and get that replaced. Let's get to the next one. Actually turned out to be half an inch, but another thing, you gotta fish the wire through. Land on this terminal block. Gotta undo these for now. Hoping the wires come with the motor. I don't know yet. If not, it's not a big deal. So, not sure why all these old belts are here. They look all worn down. Get rid of these. Another one to get rid of the good ones up there. Moving to the back side. Getting the bastard part down. Alright. Also, to buy some extra room, part of this panel off and the little divider. Get some extra space. So it's so tight in there. I don't want to take this whole panel off. This is a split condenser. And the outer coils just hop out. It's a pain in the ass to get back in without taking the top off. So, try to keep it simple, least headaches as possible. One thing I didn't notice before, apparently when I had to take the bolt all the way out, you can just slide it back to that bigger hole. And it pops right out. So, it saves a lot of headache. You still gotta squeeze your shit back in here, tighten it down. It's a pain in the ass, but not as bad as it could be. I don't know, I'm hoping that the new motor comes with leads, but we'll take the whole thing out. It's not a big deal right now. Space in this area is well below set point right now, so it's not like they're dying for it. Fan's set on auto, so they probably don't even notice I'm up here, which is better than being rushed, making mistakes. I'll hop over on this side, get the leads. One thing, with the little retainer clips, so you can clip the zip tie and run a new one in with the new leads and the new motor. But go ahead and clip those, pull the wire through and pull that motor out. Get that sheave off. Sheave looks kind of glossy. I'm going to just go ahead and replace that. Don't even need to inspect it. You can see the gloss from over here. It shouldn't be shiny like that. It's a new idler. Alright. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing. See leads. That's awesome. So far it's so good besides all this fucking plastic, but it's not a big deal. WEG motor. I'm pulling out of a Marathon. Yeah, it's an old Marathon. 7.5 horse. I don't know if you can hear it on camera. I can't hear it at all. But I can hear bearings sound like shit. They're 10 times worse than the motor's running, so that's obvious. I'm not going to be spinning it 1700 RPM by hand. But yeah, this should take care of the noise. Idler's brand new, and these bearings, you can't even hear those in real life, so that's good. Just swapped out, make sure everything's aligned. So far these two are aligned, so I just got to get this aligned with one of them. And also, when you're aligning these sheaves, you gotta align the middle, center. That's what matters. I see a lot of people align on the outside. Depending on how these are set, they might be offset a little. The centers aren't lined up, so you gotta line up your centers. I don't believe that flat edge bullshit, but I guess everybody does it their own way, I guess. I mean, with this, it's not that huge of a deal because it's not that far off, but actually, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Alright. So I'm not sure how well this picks up on camera. But can you see that deflection of a sheave? One's more rounded, one more side is flat. And it's super glazed over. Yeah, I'm gonna replace the sheath too. Just to save that from being a headache. So the new motor's in there. What's nice about this is that it actually came with the retainer clips. Just cut the old ones out, put the new ones in. Some of the terminals were loose, so I had to tighten those up. So everything's fine there. We'll be burning up another terminal block. So for the most part, we're all done. I just gotta grab a new sheave, line it up, put the belt on, put the panels back on, and verify amp draw and direction. And that'll be it on this one.